Hello, real estate investors. I keep getting bombarded with the same question over and over again. What is the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the apartment industry? So this is a question that's very specific, and I'm going to answer it in a very specific way. And I'm actually going to break that into two different sections. So number one, we're going to talk about the short-term effect of the pandemic on the apartment industry. And in another video, I'm going to talk about the potential long-term effect of this black swan event on the apartment industry. So let's talk short-term. It's March 5th, and at this point, the US only has about 160 infections, which is one person out of 2 million. So obviously, it's a very small impact, but we are already beginning to see the economic impact. There's already headlines talking about if we start having travel restrictions to most countries around the US, which at this point seems like a given, then that's going to start affecting the hotel industry, the airline industry, and the airport industry. Don't forget that airports are huge employers, so there's tens of thousands of people that work at airports and possibly even more than 100,000 jobs at major airports like Atlanta, and all of those could get affected. I don't anticipate there to be layoffs in March or maybe not even in April, but by May, the industry could be feeling it enough to start doing some layoffs. That affects apartments in the short run, so you could start seeing delinquency. If you have an outbreak at your apartment, you could go far beyond delinquency. So if you have one patient at your apartment and that information gets around the apartment, guess what? You'll have a number of people that will simply leave. They're just going to leave, and you're going to basically have to release that apartment. So it could have a significant short-term impact on your net operating income. It could have a short-term impact on your delinquency in terms of moving your delinquency up. So you've got to be really watching it and messaging your apartment communities and really being on top of this. So what I suggest is that if you're rehabbing, you might want to slow down a little bit and keep some of that cash in the bank just in case you need it for operating funds. Now, the long-term outlook is extremely positive for the apartment industry, but let's cover that in a different video. Do you agree with my thoughts on the short-term impact of the apartment industry? Maybe you disagree. Let us know.